Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I'm going to review a Noro yarn. This is the Silk Garden Lite. It is 45% silk, 45% mohair, and 10% wool. This is there we go, a lightweight 3 yarn. It recommends for the only recommendation is on here for knitting needles, but I'm going to try a 4.5mm crochet hook and a 5mm crochet hook. I have a Susan Bates, which is an inline style, and then I have the boy style for the other one to try out to see which one works best with this yarn. It is give or take 50 grams or 125 meters. So yards, I do want to say maybe 150 yards, maybe more, maybe less for that. But then again, this is an approximate. It could be less than 50 grams, it could be more than 50 grams. So the yardage or meters would also increase or decrease on that. This is hand wash only and laying flat to dry. It does have on here no dryer, no bleach. You can iron it on low heat. And I don't remember what this F means. And circle with a W thread. Oh, I have no idea. I don't remember what all the symbols mean, but I'm getting there. All right. And this is created by I don't want to butcher his name, but that's his name. That's the founder of Noro. He has passed away, so he's no longer there, but I'm sure they'll still have his name on all of their product. And then, of course, it was made in Japan. I don't know where it's at. Made in Japan. There it is. All right. So I'm going to do my best to... I'm going to have to bust the label because it's not one of those that you can just unhook from the inside because there is a big hole here. And where did it go? There it is. All right. And this is, before I tear this here, this is color 2189 Lot A. And then there's the barcode. But I'm going to have to rip that, so that's why I came back to show you guys. Now this is a roving style yarn, so it does go from thick to thin. The thickest part I'm guessing is a 3 weight, although it kind of looks like it might even go to a 4. That's pretty thick for a 3, in my opinion. And then see how it goes to thin. So this is comfy. It doesn't have a whole lot of wool in it. There's more silk in it, so it's really comfy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try the 4.5mm crochet hook out first, which is also known as a 7.5. I don't know the letter. I think it's a G plus for the, because H is 5, so this is a G plus if you're looking just by letters. And some G pluses could be 4.25 or 4.75 as well, so it could be slightly different. Now let's see, can I find the start to this? That'll be the next question. Where's the start to this? I don't see no end. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna chain up some while I'm talking. Let's see here, you can see there's this big bump right here for the thickness to change. Really? Okay. Let's try that again. Maybe this time it'll work. There we go. All right. So I do apologize that I did not have a video for Wednesday this week. I think right now I'm going to take Wednesdays off. I will eventually get back to doing Wednesday videos, but for right now, that's not going to be a day that I get videos. I'm going to try to, on Wednesday nights, since my husband's out of town working, is to get Thursdays and Fridays done. Now, I am recording this on Thursday night. I will have this video to be released on Friday, July 7th. Oh, I cannot believe it's July 7th already tomorrow. The months are just going by way too fast. So there's the starting chain. And I did twist it, it looks like, because I could feel bumps. And it could just be from the... So I'm going to do... okay. I'm going to do half double crochet to start with. And see how this looks. Oh, wait. No, I need to go down one more. I need to go down one more. There we go. I did finish another scarf that you will see after Thursday night. If you haven't seen it already, I will post it as soon as I get it done. And the way that I'm working right now with my main job is I'm working until like noon Eastern Standard Time. So right now, I'm trying to get the videos out to be published at 9 o'clock in the morning. But some days maybe later than others until I get back into being able to go to the local yarn stores to check out stuff. And hopefully I'll be able to pick that back up going into August. Maybe sooner. It just depends on how long my husband's going to have to travel for work. Because I won't be able to drive to some of them by myself. Alright. Go ahead and pull. And this is very colorful. It's got purples, greens, like a really dark navy. Inside there's orange. A peach look. Maybe it's like more like a peach. I mean, this is picking up true to color, so let me know if you think that's an orange or a peach color. And then it looks like it changes to like a yellow, and there's some browns in here. I think I have two of these that are the same color. If I do, I was thinking about making a scarf and a hat for this coming winter. But that's only if I have, well, I don't know. I could still do that even if I have two different colors. My husband saw it and thought with the purple and green that it'd be good to make my nephew a Joker's hat with it. But with all the other colors in there, I don't think that'd be an option. I think it'd make a really pretty scarf and a hat. I don't want to make anything too big where I have to since it needs to be hand washed, and I will definitely make sure that this is hand washed, even though I could probably maybe throw it in the washer on delicate. I just don't want to chance it. Now I did pick this up at the Ewe and Me local yarn store in New York, Pennsylvania, when I went to that area. So there's the half double crochet row. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and go up a hook size for the 5.5 on the next row. Oh, 5. I meant 5. From a 4.5 to a 5. And see how this looks. So there's that. And somebody was messaging me, so I do need to message my niece today at some point. Today was her birthday. And then Monday's my dad's birthday. And then I have a nephew that's birthday's on the 20th this month. Even though we're not on speaking terms, I still think about him. I am still waiting on the other yarn to show up to show you guys. I'm really excited about that and hope you guys are too. I wanted to do triples because I've been doing triples now for a while with the scarf that I just made. Now the scarf that I made, you will have seen in yesterday's video, since this will be out on Friday. So if you haven't seen it, please go back and check it out. It is a pattern that I found in the One Skein Wonder book for crochet. I made it with the Charm Key yarn first because I wanted to test out that yarn and see really how far I could go with it depending on what I was making with it. And I decided, you know what, just because this person used this size yarn, this weight of yarn, doesn't mean I couldn't use it with a thicker yarn. It's just going to be bigger and not take as much yardage to finish it. So that's what I did. And yeah, if you haven't seen that, please go back and check out yesterday's videos to see what that looked like. And I will show the Charm Key yarn just so you guys can see a comparison between the weight differences. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th on Tuesday, those that celebrated it in the U.S. People by me are still doing fireworks, and my one dog, Brownie, or Bear, or we call her Brownie Bear sometimes, she decided on Tuesday night she was going to hide underneath our bed, and then last night they were still doing them. And since Daddy's not home, she decided, okay, I'm going to hide underneath the bed again. She got underneath there twice, and then my nephew took her and her sister Bella to his room till they were done. And when I woke up this morning for work, she was laying next to me. So I don't know how much longer after that happened did they finally actually stop with the fireworks. I mean, I get it. I love fireworks, but when it scares my dogs like that, that's not good. And people really should take that into consideration with animals and how, it could have gone a lot worse. But all right, so there's the full double. And you can see like right here where it got thicker. So actually a 5mm crochet hook isn't bad. I don't think I would go any higher than that unless you're wanting something that's going to be drapey. But yeah, 5mm works. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet row. And then single crochet. And then I will go ahead and test out the frogging and see how well it does with that. This isn't irritating my skin at all while I'm working this little sample up. So, and I might even see if there's something in that book that might do justice to this yarn, because I want to make sure that whatever I make is going to really present the yarn, because this is a really special yarn that the Noro, Mr. Noro created. It's not something you just want to do something up and do a simple stitch. And sometimes simple stitches are the best stitch for these. Sometimes it's a little bit more. But I might look in there to see if there's something that I could use to make with this yarn. I know that Noro has magazines with different patterns in them, but most of those patterns are knit related. And again, I do not knit. I have nothing against knitting. If you knit and crochet, more power to you. I'm glad, I can't. I might try it again next year to see if I can get it down. Maybe I'll have to find somebody's video that helps me, understand it better with, casting on and all that stuff. So, I got that pretty well down. It's the whole part of moving the loop from one needle to the other needle and not having it fall off. And it could just be that with the needles that I'm using. Okay, so here we go. And it's now getting ready to start changing to the purple. You can see that there's purple being threaded into that here. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's changing from green to purple. So that's pretty cool on how they do that with the change of color. They just start twisting in the new color gradually until it's all the way through. So there's the half double, double, and single. Let's see how this frogs. Hopefully not too bad. I don't want to lose any of this yarn. I mean, a nice cow would be pretty with this yarn. I think I have a pattern in that book that I could use for this. So far so good, no hang-ups. And I'm just now, and my dog is barking, so I do apologize for that. That's Bella. Somebody made noise and startled her, so now she's barking. And my mother-in-law is trying to tell her to stop barking in there. I don't know if she'll listen or not, but you know. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is because unfortunately, and I understand it, it's the washing instructions. It's because it's hand wash only. Otherwise, this would be a 10 out of 10. And it has to do with the fiber content that's being used with the silk. So there's 45% silk and 45% mohair. So between the two of those, that's the reason why, main reasons why it's not machine washable. And then 10% wool. And there's the Silk Garden Light. Now I have seen this at other locations, but I don't remember if it was just because it was the 100%. I think it was just the regular Silk Garden or just Garden Light without the silk, because those were 100% wool. And it was in Winchester at the place that didn't take credit cards, cash, or checks only. I cannot remember the name of that place, and it's going to drive me nuts because that place was very nice and very organized. They had a lot of Noro yarns. Not to say that Ewe and Me didn't either, but that other place had so many things different. Noro, like if you were a super Noro fan, that would be where you'd want to go to get your Noro from in the area. If you're in another area and they have a good selection, that's great too. Let's see. I'm guessing this is the difference in cast on and stitch count, 16 to 18. I'm not sure what that means because this is in Japanese up here, and then it's got 10 centimeters, if you can see that. And then there's, let me see, there you go. Not sure what that means because it's across from this one, which would be this US size. That's the Japanese size, that's the US, and that's the Europe. So, all right, well, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And since today is Friday, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And if you did like today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you've ever used this before, please let me know what you've made in the comment section. I always love to hear what you guys have made. Or any suggestions for me on what I could make with it. I'm all ears. I mean, there's a lot of these things that I've never worked with before, and I just, you know, with especially like these specialty yarns that you can only get at local yarn shops, I want to be able to make something that really showcases the yarn in the best possible way. Because again, this could just use a simple stitch and be beautiful. It might need a more complex stitch to make it look that way. It looks wonderful just like this. I mean, and you can see all the different colors inside, so there's no surprise on what that'll be, you know, when you're working it up. But all right, and also if you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Again, I know that I'm kind of lacking in getting out new content Monday through Friday, but I'm doing the best that I can right now. Hopefully next week I have some more whips or faux to show you guys like I did yesterday. I only had one thing on yesterday's video, but it's something that I've been working on. And then hopefully, like I said, by August, I'll be able to get back into going to the local yarn stores and taking videos for you guys and then showing you what I purchased. I love doing that so you guys, you know what other places carry. A lot of places carry different things and some carry the same stuff, just different prices. And I know that a lot of people like to, shop on a budget, but I can definitely understand that too. So I've tried to find the best pricing too as well, and you can also, judge if it's the best price or not, because I know that Little Knits, I do believe, carries Noro occasionally at a discounted price, but I also believe that's because they've discontinued that color as well. So, all right. Well, again, I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, I hope you all stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one.